Hey guys, it is me, Eminem Chavez, and today we'll be reviewing and doing a short, quick analysis for the brand new Season 3, Episode 1, thanks to them, the Our House episode. This episode is like, 46, 47 minutes long, and it was one of the three-part specials. We're beginning Episode 2 and 3 later on, being around 47 minutes again too, but sadly, those are going to be airing in 2023, so we're going to have to wait like a few months before we get it. I bet it's going to be the first month of 2023, or the early 2022 is when we're going to be getting the second one. And I hope after we get the second one, we'll be able to get the third one a week after that. Because I did like when Amphibia did the whole every single week finale. But I guess my whole theory, guys, is why it's taking a lot longer is because this episode is the only one that was ready and the other ones are not ready just yet. They're polishing everything, haven't sent it to the studio yet. And since it's Halloween, Our House seems like a Halloween type show. I guess they just wanted to just air it as soon as possible too. Or it's just because they just have everything ready and just want to slowly air it out to make the finale look a little bit longer, or like expand a little bit longer, I guess. But before I actually go into this video, we're probably gonna be missing on some little point parts, but I'll make sure to talk about the key important parts, and also the whole qualities are going to look that good behind me, sadly, because I am using or looking at some other footage. It's not 100% HD because it just came out. I want to do this video review as fast as possible to try to be one of the first ones to talk about this episode, and also this video is going to have huge spoilers to the past of Our House and everything up to this episode, so if you still want to watch it, please leave now. But if you don't really care about it and just want to know what the whole fuss is about, seeing what this episode is about and why everyone's probably hyping it up, well, I advise you to please go watch the other episodes, because this episode is truly amazing. If you watch now, you're probably gonna like it and want to go back to the other older Our House to see it, but you're gonna get spoiled so much. So without all that warning out of the way, let's go and actually hop into the video or the episode review. So it really began with the same thing at the end with them closing the door and going to the human realm, and then after that, Luce goes and hugs them with the mom and has a nice little reunion after that. Then a little bit after that, we can see how Hunter and also Willow, they're kind of just talking. I mean, did I say Willow? Hunter and Luce are just talking about, everything that just happened. How Luce helped get the collector, how Hunter, is really a grim rocker. They're all still trying to get that into the system and thinking about when they can actually go and actually talk about that. But right now, they're just talking about that, introducing to the mom, and after that, a whole little montage happens. And yes, also a whole little montage happens with Hunter cutting his hair. And also, one thing I can say, guys, is that when I was watching, I had other little noise behind it, so I have to go rewatch some actual clips after it aired. So I don't know if I missed out on this part. You can tell me in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that it mentioned the time skip and how long it actually took. It did show within the whole little montage, like the first 3 minutes after the beginning, and it had a little montage, talking about everything, them growing up, or I guess being there for a few weeks. I'm guessing it was a few months because now her mom has a little bit of gray hair. They all look a little bit different. Their hair a little bit grown out, like they are used to it. I feel like it's been at least 2 months or maybe even a month or only a few weeks. Who knows? Because stress could cause white hair a little bit, because all these kids just dealing with everyone under one roof is probably going to be really difficult. So yeah, if anyone else, in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure it didn't say anything. But after the time skip, it's going to loosen school now. And also, the one thing I gotta say is that I cannot believe they actually did a Duolingo reference here, because if you all know Duolingo, I'm pretty sure you know about it. It's like a Spanish reading app that helps you learn Spanish, and all those little things going around like, okay, if you don't do your math, I'm gonna kill you. And guess what, they did that reference here, and it's even named different, looks the same. And now that it makes sense why Duolingo posted the whole photo before the episode aired too, and also that whole photo posted almost 6 months ago of Hootie or Hoot with the Duolingo. It's pretty cool how they did that reference. I guess that's when I started working on it, and they just did it as a fun reference, but I really did like that and I had to mention it. And also, they're all learning Spanish, and that was pretty fun too. But also, Luce is in school now. I guess she's going back to school. I really do not know how long passed. She also looks like her house started to grow out, so I'm pretty sure, girls, does take a long time for their hair to grow back. Because, I'm a boy and my hair grow back pretty fast, but it still doesn't take that long. It has to be a few months, because no way the hair starts to grow out that quickly in a few weeks. So I'm just saying it's a few months. But anyways, Luce is also having a whole beta form outfit on. Just love these new outfits. And then Luce is trying to just say how, talking about something in history of school. What if you don't want to help him? You health vaccinated. You know, they should just leave you behind. And she was just going a little bit out, you know. And also within the locker, you actually see that she's definitely missing King and Ida. You have some Ida art in the background, and also that's some young Ida art. Did Ida even show how she looked when she was young? Don't know. We got some newspapers and a little King statue. It's just so sad. And she even made it have like the broken bit of King, even though his whole head is fixed now. I don't know if she just didn't finish working on it, but that was pretty sad. This has definitely not been a few weeks because a lot have happened. But she has everything in the locker, like a little memory drawer. And also after that, we see some kids, and then they're like, oh, the mom's like, oh, it's just a deer. And the little kid's like, Mommy, it's not a deer. And then when I heard that, I'm like, it has to be Bellows. He looks like a deer. And I guess you could say, oh, dear to that, because this deer is dead now. Yeah. The deer is half dead when it ran in the road, and now it's fully gone. Just bones showing the Bellows worming its way around. And also within this whole episode, it kept showing Bellows just worming his way around, slowly becoming this big entity at the end of the episode show. So, like I said, a huge time skip must have happened, and who knows how much time passed in the Boiling Isles. And honestly, Hunter is getting some stress as a Flapjack started to tell him, oh, Bellows is back, and that's all. And also, I forgot to even say, in the house, they also find this little little paper thing that's supposed to talk to them and tell them about how to actually get back. But they didn't really know how to read it, so they have to go to like this lab. No, not the lab. That whole, was it a history museum? I think it was, where, dang it, I forgot her name. Everyone's called Creepy Loose in the beginning. I can't believe I forgot her name. The shape-shifting one, where she was held up by Sonic's voice actor. I forgot the real character's name. I'm just gonna talk to him as Sonic, and he was just there. And yeah, now he's like fired, and she's like running over that other girl. And yeah, they went to that whole museum, but I'm trying to find the actual photo here. And also remember this whole photo here and the whole teaser. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's the collector's origin story. And it's not. It's just Luce putting her hand up. Is Luce becoming the collector, swapping places to save the Owl House and the next episodes? Who knows? My theory is first being said here. Just letting you know. And then also, we see some flashbacks. Yes, good old flashbacks. Everything has to have a flashback. Even Amphibia did it in this finales. And we can see how Luce was kind of like weird, Because Luce was like, look at this dead snake skin. And all the kids just running away. And is it just me? Do you see that girl with the green skirt that has like the green little bands? I know this is a really far away theory, but I think that girl is young Marcy. Yes, let me explain. In the first beginning episode, it showed a clip saying missing girl in Frogland hoax. It's obviously connected, same time period. And what's that girl in green? She looks a little bit like Marcy's mom, even though I don't think we saw Marcy's mom, but I'm just like, I guess she could look like Marcy's mom. I'm going to call it here. And that's Shasha's mom over there. Shasha's mom and Marcy's mom. You see the blonde hair? You see the same black hair? Short too? I'm just calling it now. But anyways, also, this the whole youngness. And also, look, she has a snake plush. The mom has a snake plush in the bag. Luce just loves snakes for some reason. Also, we get some sad realization showing what the mom had to actually go through this whole entire time when Luce is growing up, and how much of it was with the struggle of actually losing the dad and have to grow up, Luce, and growing up with her, and how she's not really doing good in school, and how she had to go to some like tutoring place, and that's like the whole season one actually began. And you can also see all the stress that the mom actually had to go through, so it was pretty sad seeing on that end too. We get some sad heart to heart about Luce having to confess everything, and the mom let her sleep with her, and also a little egg. If I have to say, the talisman. Also, by the way, look on the table, it's a dead snake skin over there. Yeah, pretty cool. But also, you can see the talisman there. She's afraid of saying what it's going to be. Kept looking at different things it could be. Then after that, like, oh, the talisman, he ain't going. He knows. Maybe maybe I failed him too, like everyone else. So yeah, Luce is just momentously just dropping faster than this episode count rate, because the episodes supposed to be 20, and we only got technically 6. If you want to think about it, every 40-minute special minus the 2, we only got around 6 to 7 episodes when we're supposed to be getting around 20. But we should still be grateful, still grateful. Then also we got here some human disguises with Hunter. Then the minute I saw this in the trailer, because if you guys do not know, they released 3 new leaked photos like before the episode came out of 3 leaks. I'm not gonna say about one of the leaks, but this was one of them. I was like, okay, it has to be fake. It happened in the trailer, and I was like, okay, the other 2 better be fake. And if you're in the fandom and saw those leaks before the episode aired, you know it's true now. But anyways, going back to the pace. Hunter, I guess, sad that he heard the news that he's going to come back, how, he could also be back with on Bella, so that's obviously heartbreaking to him. They went to the zoo and found the banished giraffes in season 1. We banished those freaks a long time ago. And look at them. They're here. The giraffes are here. The giraffe monsters. Now we know why they banished them and now they're on Earth. Don't take a photo of giraffe with flash on. It'll become this. Then they went to the museum, even though I said that a lot earlier, even though it happened 20 minutes in and I was talking about this earlier. They went to the museum and then found out that the whole map meant Titan's blood, and talking about it, actually, I think, find it. And how they need to go to the gravestone. Then we're also back with Luz. And then after that, Hunter talked about how Belos is back, and then Luz is not believing any of that. So they look in the abandoned house, or like a different abandoned house. So they'll look and see if Belos is there. With them wearing, what's going on? Hunter wearing Hootie's mask, and look at that. Ida's, why is that Ida? Luz is wearing King's mask. Oh, so cute. But there's nothing there, and then he starts crying, Hunter, because family, and then he's just gets sad because he has never really had a family. He was just made of Grim Walker off someone else with Belos using him. So sad. When obviously looks like the mom is just getting so stressed at this point, she's like too much to handle. If you feel bad, for some respect in the comments below. And also we see some Azor clips here too. I'm just saying, I don't want to say. Look at the staff. It's a spiky egg. What does Luz have? A palisman that's an egg still. And why does that look like Luz? Why is there a scar going all the way down? And look at Luz. She has a scar in the same eye. I'm just saying, the haircut too. I'm just saying, look at this. Look at the clothes, all the different colors, like when she was back in Hexside. I'm just saying. I know nobody's probably gonna be like, okay, the whole excuse could be that this is supposed to be showing Luz, and why she's like, oh, you didn't tell us all that stuff, and then she, because also here too. Because, Luz is still hiding stuff, and I guess the show's supposed to be showing how she's hiding stuff, and Luz is still sad or wants to tell her but can't really tell her. It could be insinuating that, or at the end she's becoming evil, something like that, or gets possessed by the Collector. I don't know. That has to be some foreshadowing, and if it's not, that's pretty sad. Anyways, the festival comes up. They go to the haunted house, and we learn some big new lore. Then we find out Belos and, Philip, and I forgot his name still. Oh, dang it. I had to see his name again. I need to hear it. Okay, so it's actually Philip and Caleb. I can't believe I forgot his name was Caleb. And that's what everybody was like in the whole finale. Did he say kill him or did he say Caleb? What did he say? Well, anyways, yeah, that's it. But anyways, it turns they said the whole entire story that we already learned in the whole Into the Belos' Mind. I forgot the whole name of the episode, and I'll talk about the episode and how it's still a mad spirit later on in the video. But yes, we find out everything they already knew, but we learn a little bit more after Caleb went and found the witch girl, aka Evelyn, and look how she looks. Look, that's Evelyn. Gray hair, red clothes, on a broom. It's Evelyn. And guess what Ida's alter ego name was when she was back on Earth? It was Evelyn. On the newspaper, Evelyn. And it turns out Evelyn was the one that was the first witch he ever seen. And after Caleb saw that, he was like, I want to go there. So he used some magic Titan blood as a key to go in between. And then Philip was like, nah, I'm not having any of that. And he's like, after that, Caleb disappeared. Even though we already know what happened. Philip obviously killed Caleb and then made multiple Grimwalkers between then. Yeah. At least I didn't talk about that, but already knew what everything that happened. And obviously, Luz and Hunter is just chilling down, knowing everything that happens already. But after that, they find Hunter. Belos. Then he wants to go in there, but after that, and also you can see the little bit of Belos' side in Hunter. When I saw his eyes glow, the minute his eyes glowed, in my mind, I was just like, no, this is it. Those 2 leaks are real. And at the minute I saw that leak, I was like, no, it's gonna happen to him. I'm not gonna say now in case you're watching this too and you don't know what's happening. But anyways, after a long ad break, we find a little bit of a sad, I guess you could say this is definitely for me the second saddest scene in this whole entire episode. There is one scene that's kind of tied to it, but this was pretty sad. So we find Luce and whole recordings of everything she went through, and it was pretty sad. Also, like Super Mario Bros. Reference on the shirt, but anyways, not about that. It was pretty sad because in the first clip we see how Luce is like, "Oh, my mom said we're moving like to a more prettier or better house." Since I'm not gonna say this word by word because letting you know I did not memorize that. I just watched it once, and then she was like. After that, she's like, "Oh, I should have to move, but I don't think it's because we're getting a nicer house. I think it's because it's closer to my dad's new hospital, it's getting better care." It's like, "Don't worry, I'm okay with that." And then I was like, "Okay, that's sweet." And the next episode, I mean, the next time, so this whole week's been terrible, and I think her dad died that week too. She was just not having it, so it was all sad. It was just a bad time for Luce. And then after that, it's like right before my dad died, he gave us this book. It's like the whole Azora books, and like, I just read it. And then the next clip, she's extremely happy, loves Azora, a humongous fangirl about Azora. Let me show you that clip. And after that, the next clip, another week goes past. She is bright. She is extremely happy. She has Azora stuff all over the place. She loves the books. And then after that, she got a sword that was also from Azora. It's like, I wonder if I could cut my hair with this. The next clip. And in the next clip, she tried cutting her hair and it did not go well. And that's how we got the famous loose hair now. Then after that, we also get another sad clip of before she actually went to the, our house. And is that a Steven Universe reference in that shirt back there? Don't know. And is that a Steven Universe reference for the cat in the bottom? What's going on? Like, pull ice cream cat? I don't know. I'm seeing lots of reference, I think, but who knows? It could be no reference at all. But anyways, Luce is just saying how her mom saw a report card and about how she can't not really do anything. Is Luce is feeling kind of sad about that, but it's like, oh, I grew, showing that whole little owl, squirrel, bird thing from episode 1, and also the spiders again. So. Yeah, that was also pretty sad too. But then after that, she's the next clip saying how she's gonna tell at the Harvest Festival when they come back or something like that, how she's gonna tell all her friends about everything about the truth, and about how she wants to stay in the human realm. And when I first saw this live, like I said, couldn't really hear because I had other people over too. But I was watching that too, and I was like, "What did she just say?" I had to rewatch it when it came out, like an hour later, and I was like, "Bro, what?" And obviously, that did not end up being true. But anyways, after the ad break, that was already an ad break, they ran to the forest and with Hunter. He took off a band-aid and he's starting to have all the sludge from Belos, and I'm like, yeah, that's already happening. Then after that, while Luce is going to actually go chase him, she also realized how her glyphs started to get a lot more powerful the closer she actually was to the Titan blood. And, because Titan blood, with the whole Boiling Isles was on the Titan. That's how they're able to use a lot more magic. And obviously, you can't use magic without a magic stack, as we learned in season 1. So obviously, she was able to still use the glyphs because she was getting closer and closer to the Titan's blood. And then obviously, she used little ice sprays to go and meet with Hunter. But then Hunter, it was already too late. He told her, "Hey, go look for Flapjack. You got scared, why I go look for Titan blood too." And then after that, she started to look for Flapjack and saw him whimpering in the corner. Like, oh, Flapjack, he's sad, or something scared him. Then after that, was going Hunter run behind or Belos at this point. He gets 2 horns just popping up from the shadows. Like, oh, use the glyph. That means you're near the Titan's blood. And then your magic's getting stronger. And then boom, we get Hunter Belos mix up that we seen. This was a leak, and then when I saw that, I was like, the next leak has to be real. And I was extremely sad about that because I want to experience this myself. But sadly, the leakers had to leak it. Let's just hope the next 2 episodes do not get leaked because that would really suck. And because of copyright's a thing, it's the reason why I only show a few photos. And I don't want to risk this video getting deleted because all I gotta say, guys, the minute he started talking, the animation started to get really smooth, and I was like, it's a fight scene. And then boom, the animation got so smooth and it was a good fight scene. But the thing was a little bit too quick, which at the end I'll do a little quick recap on what I really think about the episode. But after that, they had a whole little fight. Hunter's trying to fight back too, but then after that, a whole little fight happens and breaks out. But then after the whole fight breaks out, Hunter throws the potion into the water, or what's in Titan's blood. But then Hunter is busy saying how he also, wants to do his own things. He started to fight back. He said he wants to do his own things. He wants to leave the Coven. He wants to learn wild magic. He just wants to be out of Belos' life. And obviously Belos came back in control to jump into the water to try to get it. And obviously Luce's mom went in there and actually went and saved him. But then the worst thing happens. Before he actually jumped into the river, I guess skipped that a little bit. He kills Flapjack. Yeah. He just straight up squeezes Flapjack. But when I first saw this, I was obviously extremely sad about this. But before, I didn't get to hear what he really said before he killed Flapjack. And before he did it, he said, oh, something about Evelyn. He said, oh, was it again? He said something, let me get the fast forward and actually hear myself and see.
Oh, but then again, I don't care what you want. Goodbye, Evelyn.
And then he said, oh, wait, I don't care what you want. And then he said, goodbye, Evelyn. And straight up put his knife hands or fingers right through our poor Flapjack's heart. Or what? I don't know. He's a palisman. Who knows? But yeah. He straight up killed and said, goodbye, Evelyn. Evelyn? Isn't that Ida's alter ego? What is going on here? Because he said goodbye, Evelyn. Because why would he say that? If you guys know, please tell me in the comments below. My little theory is that Evelyn obviously took Caleb away. And Caleb, he had to go kill Caleb because of Evelyn. And then, you know, Caleb had Flapjack as a palisman. So maybe that was the last thing remaining with him and Evelyn. The last bit of Evelyn and Caleb left behind. And that's the reason why when he first saw Flapjack in the last season finale, season 2, he said kill him or Caleb. And then now he said Evelyn. Now straight up Evelyn. Nothing else. Yeah, I'm still confused. That's my little theory. If you have anything, please tell me in the comments below, because I really do not know. Okay, so I'm back. I had to switch to a YouTube video that had the rest because the place I was looking at got a little bit bugged out. But anyways, they went and actually tried to go and free Hunter, but then guess what? Bellows goes and jumps out. And now our boy Bellows is free from his own cave, and also I think the quality just went down too. This is literally the best I could do. But then he goes and smashes it on top of here. Don't know if he did that on purpose or he just did that just to do it up there, pop it up there. No idea if he wanted to do that on purpose to do the portal because it ended up making the portal. And then boom, the portal to the human realm is there. The last bit of Titan blood there too. But then obviously getting back from the Boiling Isles would be extremely easy. Our boy King, he's a Titan. Unless he died by the Collector, who knows. But then after that, this is the only way they have actually left to go. After them trying so much in the beginning. But then Hunter, I think he was actually dead. But then our boy Flapjack gave the rest of his life to give it to Hunter to go and make him live. So he sacrificed himself. And then, you know, Hunter ends up having almost a brand new scars. But yeah. Yeah, he knows what happened to Flapjack, and he's just extremely sad. But yes, it was definitely probably the saddest thing that happened in this episode of Flapjack. Because everything he'd been through, his main friend from the beginning before he became friends with them, it was always Flapjack always with him. It was just so sad seeing him go. But things, I guess, sacrifices have to be made. But anyways, Luz goes and explains everything. How she has to go back and, I think, help or something like that. And then they all explain what she had to do then, how, you know, it's something else you could do now. And then they all had the whole plan to go back and now stop everything and go back to their own homes and their own families. But before that, Camila, I know Luz's mom, decides to actually go to the realm and actually, you know, go and help. And obviously, what's it called again? Forgot her name then, the shapeshifter one, says she'll take her place over and, you know, just be her until she comes back. And now her mom's gonna go and actually fight, and that's how they ended. Guess what? Last second I found some good quality, so let's go wrap this up. So Luz, obviously, and Camila's gonna go back, and they're all gonna go back to the demon realm and go and defeat Bellows and bring everything to justice. That's really it. It zooms up to the sky, and that is it for the episode, thanks to them. So, that is really it for the Owl House Season 3, Episode 1, thanks to them, the 47-minute special. So, what do I think about the episode? First of all, in my opinion, this is my second favorite episode, with the whole Into Bellows' Mind or Hollowed Mind, that's the name, being my personal favorite still, because it revealed a lot more, and it was just so much of a shocker, and I still enjoyed that a lot more. I did like this one, it was a lot longer, but, I know this whole season got cut so short that this episode felt really rushy, and it definitely was. It's really sad how the only time we got a full episode dedicated to the human realm, it's only going to be for one special. And sadly, the rest of 2 episodes are going to go back to the Boiling Isles, a place you've already been for so long. But Also, I don't really like how they didn't show anything about and leave us on like cliffhanger for months, nothing about that whole Boiling Isles looks like now, which is pretty sad. But I guess it's just for the cliffhanger's sake. But yeah, this whole episode was still really good. I definitely did like it. It's just really that much about the timing. Everything moved on so fast. They had so many jump cuts, and so many montages just because how much things are going to be happening in this one episode. So yeah, that's why I do think I wish Dow House had more time to go through. The episodes would have probably been a lot cooler is going on with them all. But yeah, that's how it is. And Flapjack's death is definitely sad too. And yeah, the whole episode is pretty much still good. I definitely did like it. So stay tuned if you want, because I definitely will be doing a full episode review like this one and analysis when the next episode, comes out. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Good.